I am going to pretend like I just got back from Colorado because it's been like 2 weeks since I got back. No, like a little over a week. It's been a little over a week, but almost 2 weeks since I got back from Colorado, and I should have came here earlier. I should have came here to talk about how absolutely wonderful that trip was. I loved it there so much. I cannot recommend Rocky Mountain National Park or Keystone, Colorado. Those are the two places I went. I can't recommend them more. Ever. I loved it. It was the most beautiful trip I've ever been on. I love the mountains so much. I love Colorado. I want to move there. I want to live there. I mean, I want really what I want, like in my dream life. I get rich enough to own a home in Oklahoma and then also in Colorado. But, you know, that's probably a long ways off. That's a lot of planning away. It's a lot of years away. Maybe I could just move to Colorado. No, that trip was good for more than just natural beauty, because we went to Rocky Mountain National Park for a few days, but then afterwards we went to Keystone, which is where my aunt and uncle have a, what do you call it? Sort of a condo apartment thing, like a quando. I might be completely misusing the definition of condo. Condominium is where it's like two houses cut in half, I think. So this was a quando, except they're all full houses. So I don't know. I hope I'm not, knocking the place by misterming it. It's a luxury apartment complex, pretty much, except that there's 4 apartments. And Ina's Way Townhomes in Keystone, Colorado. If you're ever in the area, that's what I gotta recommend. You gotta go there. But anyway, that's where we stayed. Absolutely beautiful place. Absolutely great apartment. Absolutely great location. Absolutely great state. But while we were there, I just had a lot of life lessons thrown at me in a week, and I had a lot of opportunities, and I had a lot of mountains shown to me in a week. It was just a really great week, and I loved it. Yeah, I mean, Colorado's a beautiful place. And it's hard for me to fight the feeling of wanting to just go there forever, you know? But that actually takes me into my next point of traveling and of living somewhere else. I've recently, I just sent in my application to Oklahoma State, and I'm working on my application for OU and a few other Oklahoma and nearby colleges. I'm planning on going to college next year, but, big but what if I did a gap year instead? And what if on that gap year I traveled a lot and I saw, 4 or 5 different countries? That would be crazy, wouldn't it? That'd be crazy. But I really want to do it. I've been doing very, very, very minor research on gap years and on study abroad programs. The issue with study abroad is if I do ROTC, I can't do a semester abroad. I would have to do a summer abroad. So then it becomes this whole mess. And what if instead I just traveled before college? I have to travel. I mean, if there's one non-negotiable in my life, it's that I have to travel, and I have to see at an absolute minimum like 30 countries, and at a real minimum 100. I want to travel so much, and I feel like if I push this off, if I say no, I'll travel. If I travel after college, for one thing, I can't because I'm going to be I'm going to be commissioning into the military. I'll be able to travel. Very hopefully, I'll get stationed outside of the continental U.S. and I'll get to see some places. But that'll be 4 more years. That's 8 years of my 20s You get 10 years in your 20s. It's 8 of them spent tied down to a place. You know, I don't know where that place is for half of that, but tied down to a place. So, if I compromise and I say I'll just go to college, and then down the line I'll travel. If I put off my life's dream and my life's basically ambition, will I ever do it? That's my fear. And I have to travel. So I want to basically get myself started and get some experience and get going and do it as soon as possible. So that's the plan. I want to take a gap year. I want to take a gap year, and I want to take a camera with me, and I want to document it completely. That'd be really cool too. But I'm too far off to do any real planning. I can do some research, and I can do, you know, some hypothetical planning, but really it's a long way off. And for now, I am content living where I live. Like, I don't hate this place. I had a little bit of Colorado fever for a while. That might be part of the reason I didn't come back to the lake, because I wasn't super motivated to be out in Oklahoma nature. But now, like, the mountains have worn off. That drug has passed. Like, this place is beautiful too. I love it here too. So I'm not going to spend my senior year of high school wishing I could be somewhere else, because that doesn't do you any good. Wherever you are, you know, be where you are. Be where your 2 feet are, and experience fully the moment that you are in, and live in the present moment, because that's all you can do. And I anytime I get thinking about this, I think about how just weird it is that we are only alive in this moment. You know, you cannot live in any other moment. 3 hours ago, I was a completely different person, and it's just, that's weird, because I didn't live that. You know, I only have memories of it. I'm me personally that in this present moment didn't live that. It's this weird thing when I get my head started on that. But we can only affect our lives in the present moment. Any planning I do for the future, or any nostalgia I reflect on from the past, I can't touch. I can't tangibly do anything with it. Versus the present is the opportunity. It is the window that is open. So I like that. It's sort of, the past, present, and the future are sort of like 3 windows surrounding you, and you can look through the past, and that's sort of a rose-tinted window. You can look off into the future, and that's sort of cloudy glass, and you can't see much. You can see shapes, and you can make guesses on things, but you can't see much. But the window into the present is clear. It's completely clear. So why don't we look through it more? You know, don't look back. Don't look too far forward. Just live right here. So I think that's the greatest life advice I can give myself, and that I can constantly drill into my head is be where your own 2 feet are. Just live here. And with that said, now it's kind of hard to circle back into big travel plans for the future, or going to Colorado in the past. I have to talk about now. So yeah, I want to travel, but I don't need to think about it too much. Don't think about it too much, because there's nothing I can do right now other than just get estimates and figures and guesses. A lot changes in time, but what won't change is my ambition to travel, my desire to travel. So again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Now I'm going to go probably either home or go sit at the other picnic bench. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to end the video. Bye-bye.